What is up, Mr. Christoph?
Everything okay, and you?
I'm doing pretty good as well, man. Did you have a good leg day? I only just now read that, actually.
Yeah, it was very devastating, I think, for my legs.
Yeah, I actually did some legs today as well. Still
Okay.
tired, but I usually go to the gym in the morning.
Yeah, I like more in the evening. The morning, I'm not ready for the gym.
That's exactly when you should go, man. Just go like immediately in the morning.
And your body doesn't know what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just be ready for it. All right. All right. So I already switched over to Heart of the Swarm. I am currently in the European server. I actually didn't add you as a friend because I'm silly. Did you add me by any chance?
No, I don't.
Cool.
I think. Wait.
Yeah, if you could join group LowkoTV, that'd be cool as well.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any good times in StarCraft? Any wins? It's been a little while, actually.
Lot of, I think.
Cool.
It was very confusing because with your tips, it works pretty fine.
All right, nice. Yeah, let's have a look at the wins and losses. What was your in-game nickname, by the way, again?
Jerome.
Okay. Yeah, I don't actually... yeah, if you could join either the chat channel or the group, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I added you as a friend.
Oh, all right. I don't know if you can actually send me a message. Hold on, let me turn it on.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Pauk. Brainless apes with keyboards.
Yeah.
Wait, I got you written down as Silver League right here. Am I going crazy?
Yeah, that was last time we played.
Oh, right. So you got actually all the way promoted up to Platinum?
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. Wow. I actually, you did mention that, right? Yeah. Cool. I've been doing a lot of coaching recently, so it's like...
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, to Platinum I get yesterday. It was a hard way, a stony way.
Damn. Well done. Well, that's some reasonable improvement, I would say. In 3 weeks' time, 2 leagues.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was pretty happy.
Cool. Now you didn't actually mention Platinum League then to me, right? I think you sent me a message for Gold League, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the top goal is Master League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but first go to gold. That's one
Yeah.
step at a time.
Well, you're plenty high up right now. Actually, ranked 9 as well. That's solid. You got a solid win-loss as well. 66 wins and 49 losses in Platinum League. Cool.
Yeah, I don't play any games in Platinum.
Oh, you haven't played any yet?
No.
Okay.
Also, I played some games against Platinum players and won them, but yeah, since yesterday I don't play the game.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, very good though. I mean, 2 leagues in 3 weeks, something like that. That's good. That's you'll be grandmaster in no time.
Yeah, hope so.
All right. Why did I write down Monday? It's not even Monday today. It's Thursday. Cool. All right. So that's very, very good actually. So that's some solid improvement there. Did you like run into anything in particular that you found like difficult in like, you know, the games that you've been playing lately? Like anything in particular since last coaching?
The only thing is Bioterra.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't bring them down with the first Roach push, I can't do anything with steamed Marines and their medipacks. So it's kind of...
Okay, yeah, we can have a look at that. There's a couple things you can do. But cool, that's a specific problem. That's what we're looking for, so that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, I tried Speedlings and Banelings and Muters, but that was a mess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mutaling Vein is tough. Now, I was just looking at your match history in general, and it's pretty much all green. There's a couple losses in there, but it's it's very, very many wins, especially in 1v1. Like literally in the last 18 games, you have 4 losses.
Yeah, the last games go von der Hand, würde man sagen.
Würde man sagen. That does go really well. Cool. All right. Let's have a quick look at your statistics right now as well for each matchup. So last time you had... Wow, there's some good improvements there, man. Yeah, last time you had 41% against Protoss, and right now it is 52. That's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, the only loss I get against Protoss was a cheese by him with mass zealots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't stop these. So
yeah, we could go over such specific things, and that's sort of what happens in Platinum League. Like, there's not like Silver League that we can discuss like one broad thing to fix, you know, because well, Platinum League is just a much higher level already.
yeah.
It's funny that you actually got promoted from Silver to Platinum so quickly, because most people get really stuck in like Gold League and whatnot. So yeah, we want to go up to Master League. It's 3 weeks from now, exactly, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it feels like I'm stuck in gold. I won very much games, especially against Platinum, but I don't get promoted, so yeah. Don't get the system behind it, but...
Nobody does. The system is pretty weird. It only really gets accurate if you play a lot of games. Not everyone plays a lot of games, you know? So it's like trying to make the system work, even though it only really works if everyone has like a couple hundred games played.
Yeah, okay.
But I would say right now it's pretty... Well, still, right? Like the system is trying to make you win half of your games and lose half of your games. And right now, I guess on average, you have like 57% win, something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're still actually supposed to be a little bit higher up, which is obviously a good thing.
Okay.
All right. So there's not really one particular matchup that is looking like worse than the others. I mean, last time it was, you know, obviously Zerg versus Protoss that needed some work.
Yeah.
ZVP is still your like win percentage is still a little bit lower. But yeah, it's up to you if that's just a matter of practice or if you feel like there's something else you want to be working on.
I think we can go for Terra. In Zerg versus Zerg, I see you and other guys playing Speedlings and Banelings at the start, but yeah, maybe it's because of the lower leagues. Nobody can push my defensive with 4 queens. So
yeah. Do you play like a gasless build?
Yeah, till minute 5. Like your build order.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so that actually works really, really well. It is worth trying out like Zerg vs Zerg early game like Speedling as well, because it's good to learn that sort of control, I suppose.
Okay.
But I would just do that on some maps. But yeah, your ZVZ win rate is pretty good, and your ZVT win rate is pretty good as well, actually. But
yeah, because all Terra guys go for mech, and I have no problems with mech.
Okay.
Since they got maxed out and have stuff like 10 siege tanks and Thors, and yeah, then I leave the game. But before this, it is okay.
Okay, well, fair enough. We can have a look at Zerg versus Terran. That definitely works.
Yeah, okay.
I thought someone in the chat was being mean. He asked, is Jerem a brainless ape, but it's your clan name?
Oh, maybe I am.
With a keyboard, though, so you got that going for you.
And a headset, unfortunately.
Alright. Add you as a friend right there. Invite you into a party. Yeah. So do you have any replays you would like to take a look at first? Or do you just want to, you know, jump straight into it?
No reasonable... I got one replay, but it's a win. It's nearly the perfect build you told me. So it's, I think, 100 supply at 930. But it's Zerg versus Zerg. So
Okay, well, we can have a quick look at it if you like, to see if there's anything in particular, but yeah, that's up to you.
Yeah, maybe you have 1 or 2.
Yeah, if you play it absolutely perfect, it's 110 supply at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. That's if you like play it absolutely spot on.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, that's actually a pretty minor difference, like 100 or 110 supply. Like obviously it's still 5 roaches, but in actual like build order, I suppose it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, if you could give me the party or like the host of the lobby thing, yeah, there we go. I could actually have a little bit of an in-depth look. We'll just like cruise through it.
Yeah.
If anyone in the chat, by the way, is playing Terran and you want to help us out, feel free to join group LowkoTV on the European server. We're gonna need like a platinum level Terran or high gold or whatever. Just go from there. Unless you have your own practice partner online, obviously.
No, only for Protoss.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, Asphalt Junge, if you remember.
Oh, right, yeah. Someone in the chat asked, is there a bigger difference between gold and platinum or platinum and diamond league? There's definitely a bigger skill difference in gold and platinum, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. In gold league, you're still allowed to mess up. In platinum league, you're really not allowed to mess up at all. Platinum league to diamond, to masters, to grandmasters, it all looks very similar. It's just all about execution. That's really what we're looking for right now. Like specific changes. Like, for example, like Christoph just mentioned, like, you know, Zealot all-ins in Zerg versus Protoss. Very specific things, whereas in Gold League you can still work on, you know, more general strategy. My sound is so low. Oh. Yeah, so, you know, if you reach 100 supply, it is probably going to be some very minor things that you could be working on. Okay, so perfect so far. Very good queen injects. Very good spending. One thing that I'm missing out a little bit, if I will be nitpicky, if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, sure.
It's a Overlord scouting right there and an Overlord scouting right there. I know we didn't really go into that last time.
Okay, yeah.
But you really want to try and like scout your opponent's bases out as best as possible in Zerg versus Zerg. Like he could be going for its super greedy third base, and you really want to try and be aware of that. And the reason for an Overlord closer to his base is to see if he's moving out, so you have a little bit more time. But obviously. Okay. Yeah, that's easily something you're capable of and just something to keep in mind. I'll actually write it down for you as well.
Yeah, I could take one of these both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no good reason not to do it, you know, so...
Yeah.
So Zerg versus Zerg. Yeah, so the basic idea is have an Overlord scouting when he moves out. So that would be obviously the one right there. And then have an Overlord at his next expansion. So that is also true like later on into the game. Let's say he takes the third base. You want to have an Overlord checking out that base, and on this specific map also that base.
Okay.
So you basically just keep tracking if he's expanding, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's the littlest thing I can put up with there. Okay, +1/+1, very good. Already done droning up completely. Yeah, you're far ahead of your opponent. Easy peasy. Oh. Alright, so you're going a little bit faster for the Hydra now. I don't think that's really necessary, but fair enough.
Yeah, that's one problem. I don't know when to take the Hydra Den.
Oh, okay.
So I take it when I think I could.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no timing when to take this one.
Okay. Yeah, generally speaking, the very, very earliest I would take it is... well, usually at the pro level, you don't see Hydra Dens at all.
Okay.
Well, you see them sometimes, but they're very, very uncommon. If you want to take one, I would probably take it like after +1/+1 is moving out. So, you know, just spend like your minerals and your gas currently on a couple more roaches instead and just go from there. And just like when you start up +2/+2, then also start the Hydra. Then that would be a little bit of a better timing, I suppose.
Okay. So pro gamers don't play Roach Hydra?
They do sometimes, but because people are playing pretty aggressive in Zerg versus Zerg, and like, you know, they're both moving out when upgrades finish, there's usually like constant aggression with roaches and versus roaches, so there's usually not enough time to get it at. But yeah, you'll probably find that out like the hard way at some point, where you're like, oh shit, I needed like 4 more roaches here.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, if you want a timing on when to take it, I would probably take it right here maybe.
Yeah, okay.
So a little bit later, because right now, you know, this upgrade and this Hydra then is really not coming into play at all. So it's a bit of it's like 4 more roaches, I suppose. Very small thing once again, but yeah. There we go. Well, we're tunneling through here. Alright, and going back home. Alright, so one thing that, I guess the major thing that I've noticed here at the very least is the build order execution, by the way, was spot on. Yeah, very little you can be improving upon there.
Yeah.
The one thing I would really like to see is the 3rd base earlier. Usually you will take the 3rd base. Well, I think I guess the better way to say it is like take the 3rd base at the very latest when you're moving out with the roaches. Okay.
Okay.
So usually you would take it a little bit earlier and a little bit before that, but yeah. So right when you move with these guys and when these upgrades and whatnot finish, that would be a good time to move. So right now. And that would be the latest. Usually you would actually start a little bit earlier. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. And when I droning it up?
Usually you would try and like squeeze a couple drones in between, if you can.
Okay.
You know, you don't really need that many drones on it. Maybe like 10 at most. So if you can make like a round of drones, or like a round of roaches and then a couple drones in there, that's usually the go-to one.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really the main thing. So I'll just put that at the top of the list. Yeah, so take the 3rd base when you move out with roach speed. And that will be at the latest. We are looking at minor things. And this is maybe a little bit overextending, I suppose, on the roaches, but you go back home, so it's all good. Yeah, so right now, for example, would be a good time to drone up the 3rd, you know? Like right now, you would have a good moment for that. But you see what I mean? Like in pro games, usually this guy would not be sitting with a big army there. He would at the very least be moving on the map. Because there's no good reason for him to not counterattack after taking a fight, you know?
Yeah, okay.
But it doesn't really matter too much. And the Hydras are going to town and win. Hydra damage. Woo! Well, not quite a win yet, I suppose. Yeah, so you're really missing a little bit of income at the 3rd base, but... Yeah, there you go. So usually for the 3rd base, you would make like 10 drones at the maximum. So it's not actually that many what you need.
Ah, okay. I don't max it out.
No. Oh yeah, right. I don't know if you discussed that. Usually you don't max it out because if it's like 200 roaches versus 200 roaches, the player with less drones will actually win.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a very fine line between like the amount of roaches or the amount of drones you need.
Okay.
But yeah, usually you don't get the full saturation, and well, if you don't play Hydra Rush, you're also not gonna need the gases here. But this is actually what you're adding a couple more drones. I guess that's slightly too much, but yeah.
Okay.
If you want to make like if you want to make pure roach, so only roaches off of 3 bases, I suppose, you need 4 gases and about 40 drones ish. So you would have 16 drones in the main base, and then 16 in natural, and about 8 or so at the 3rd. And then 4 gases you can like, you know, support non-stop to inject roaches.
Yeah.
So that would like total about 10 drones in a net or in the third base at most. But
is this a legal strategy? Roach only?
that's actually what most of the pro gamers are playing right now. Yeah, but
okay.
What you're doing right now is good as well, though. Like you're absolutely dominating him anyway. So it's really just me. It's really just me pointing out very minor things. All in all, you played this game pretty much perfect. So if I have anything to complain, it's those kind of things.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the main one though is like the little bit of an earlier third base you can take. So just take that a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
But well played, very well done. Was this actually the game that got you promoted to plat?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got promoted in a gold versus gold match.
Fair enough. Alright guys, we're gonna need a Terran player to play against. I assume there will be a Terran. Someone messaged me saying I'm a high gold as Terran. I just got bronze because I played Zerg. Alright. Do we believe him?
Yeah, I think so. We will see.
We will see.
He's telling the truth.
Cool. Yeah, could you give me the party lead? I'll just send him an invite.
Yeah, wait. What?
We'll send him an invite. It doesn't really matter too much. You actually have a Silver League finish, dude. How are you gold level Terran if you're got a Silver League finish? I'll invite Lombaro. Sorry, Nikolai. I don't mean to be an ass, but... Alright. So Zerg versus Terran. A couple things, I guess there is to note. You can play Roach Hydra in Zerg versus Terran. It works really well. Up to the point where they get +3/+3 out. I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
No, don't think so. But I really don't know if it's +3/+3, or it's the impact and the medibags.
Yeah.
I don't know the composition of Roach Hydra against this. Maybe I have too much Roaches or less Hydras. Or yeah, I don't know. I tried Vipers, but not really often.
Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing in Zerg versus Terran. You need to like focus a little bit more on Hydras most of the time. Okay. And then Vipers are really, really important as well. So it's like the same build that we did in Zerg versus Zerg, but then with like an extra step, I suppose, you know, where you tech up to Hive. That is basically one playstyle, and I would say that works relatively well. You don't see it too much at the highest level of play because people are so good at stopping it. But if your goal is to get to Master League, you can definitely get to Master League with playing Roach Hydra. Okay. Another option would be to play Mutaling Bane. You said you gave that a try, right?
Yeah, I gave it a try.
Is that where it stopped? Like,
yeah, it don't work very well because my Banes, like I tell you last time, I'm not very good at micro. I tried Heroes of the Storm. That helps me a bit. But yeah, it's kind of confusing the Mutas and the Banes together. So
yeah,
I focus on the Bane, then the Mutas die. I focus on the Mutas, then the Banes go on the siege tanks or something like this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I would say Mutaling Bane is the much easier option, or the much or like how to say that? No, Roach Hydra Viper is the easy option, I suppose.
Okay.
But it will get countered, you know, at some point. And Mutaling Bane is going to be the very difficult option, but it has a much higher skill ceiling. So, you know, to play Mutaling Bane perfect is pretty much impossible. Like, there are so many little things you can do with Mutaling Bane. So yeah, it's up to you which one you would like to practice more, I suppose. Yeah, we can give both a try and see what you prefer better. Just know that Mutaling Bane is gonna take a lot more practice than Roach Hydra, because you already know how to play Roach Hydra.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if you have like a preference here, but
no, You are the coach.
All right. What we can do is just give both of them a try and see which you prefer better.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we'll just play a game against Lamboro. Now, Lamboro is a Platinum level Zerg and Terran player, so he knows what is annoying against Zerg. Which is going to be annoying for you.
Yeah, drops and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So as far as Zerg versus Terran goes and Roach Hydra, right? Early on, you should still be going for pretty much the exact same build. And mainly go for that Roach timing and then switch into Hydras actually pretty much as you did. And then obviously take that third a little bit earlier. Now, the one moment where you need to start teching up, we'll see that later on as well, is when you are up against someone that goes for bio and you're starting to add like Vipers into the composition. And Vipers are very, very good. It's just like knowing when to get them out, you know? Like, if you have them too late, they're, you know, you're dead.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. So we can just play a game and see how it goes, and I'll, like, try and talk you through the things that that you're wondering about. I don't know if you have any games or any questions, right, you know, before we jump into it?
No, don't think so.
Cool.
Ready to start.
Alright. Yeah, for those of you in the chat or in the game asking right now if you want an invite to the lobby, just watch the stream. I used to invite people into lobbies, but then people would like all tap out and it would lag the game. It's like, oh, cool. So just watch the stream. I don't not invite you because I'm an ass. I just don't want to lag out. Gamers don't get upset from losses, right? We get upset from lag. At least I do. Alright. Zerg versus Terran. Alright, so you got 57% win. That's good. Yeah, maybe at some point you will realize that Roach Hydra becomes a lot harder. And then you have to like, you know, start adjusting to it a little bit better, maybe with Mutaling Bane. But I think for now you can get away with Roach Hydra.
Okay. Yeah.
So the thing is, like, if Terran gets like a big Marine Marauder Medevac Mine Ball up, right? You can't stop that until it gets +3/+3. Once +3/+3 comes out, it's very, very difficult to stop it.
Okay.
It's just that Marines and Marauders benefit so much from it that it makes it hard to win. But that's okay. That's just something to know. Like if you play Zerg versus Terran and you play Roach Hydra versus Bio, if it goes super late game, usually it will have a very hard time winning. If it goes to like mid to early game, you will usually be ahead.
Okay.
Do you go spawning pool first as well against Terran?
Yeah.
All right, let's give hatchery first a try instead.
Okay.
Really no good reason not to against Terran. You can just send a worker right now, it's probably faster.
Okay. Ah! Okay. Where are you going?
Alright, and then we still aim for 36 supply at 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it's still the same goals. Have you had any trouble against like Reapers and whatnot early on, or?
Ah, there he comes.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Oh, you just go straight into the spine crawler. Right, more queens. Good. Yeah, I don't really think we need 2 spines versus it, to be honest. I think you can just cancel it. Just need to micro harder.
Ah, I love it.
Well, I guess we have a defensive spine crawler now.
Yeah.
Just send it to the natural, it works. Alright, wanna go to double evo? Or the double evo, sorry, the double gas. Very good. And then Overlords, obviously. Yep. Just use the queens. Yeah. Very good. Let's make sure you spend it. Yep, there we go. Very good. Well, you got to build nil down at the very least. Very good. It's nice to see, though.
Oh, a little much.
So it's cool. That's better than too little.
Okay.
All right. So right now would be a pretty good time. Oh, did we start the roach one? We did, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now would be a pretty good time against Terran to take a 3rd base. If you know he has a natural going, you can totally take the 3rd base right now.
Okay.
And then start up the roaches, obviously, and overlords as well. Very good spending so far. Okay, he may want to move that spine crawler over. The center units over there. It should be good. Just leave a couple of roaches here and go move out. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, just take those guys with you. There we go. Okay. And at this point you can also go for the Hydra then and start droning up the 3rd base. Very good. Okay, take the Roach. You got a Roach there? Queen Jack? Transfuse?
Ah. Oh man.
You're fine. Just multitasking. You got a couple Roaches at the third base. I think you should try and move those over. And try and drone behind it. Alright. So fair enough. Very good response to it though, that you're droning up right now is very nice. I would start the Hydra then up, if we can. Just because we are gonna need them against these sort of armies. And sadly we didn't really manage to do a whole lot of damage. So that's unfortunate.
Ah, not good. No, what the heck?
It's okay. A couple things we can change up and I think that would make it a lot easier for you. We'll look at that in a replay in a minute. Yeah, I don't think the third is building, by the way. Because there's one unit right there. Yeah. It's blocking it. Alright, there we go.
Great.
Yeah, that's actually a good timing. I didn't even point it out, but very good. Okay, so move a couple of the units over. Saw the multi-pronged aggression. The Hydras?
Oh.
Oh, he just gave you his army. That's very nice of him. He's doing a bit too much damage in the main, though. At the very least, like, run the drones, okay? Like, running the drones would be really important. Yeah, exactly. And use these units for cleaning it up. Very nice. Okay, so you know he has a third. I would probably go for a third here. It's just safer. Oh, attack move. Ooh. Well, to be fair, Lambaro is high platinum, so... It's okay. It's just a matter of practice. Alright. We can just try and take everything and go. It's probably your best bet here. Just bring the entire army and like just go. Try and force him to sit home. The thing is, like if he finishes up 3-3, which is what we talked about earlier, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So usually you want to try and finish them off before that happens. It may already be a little bit too much though.
Ah, I got no queens.
Yeah, we can just GG out and look at the replay. Because there's a couple things we can work on for sure.
Yeah, okay.
It's good though. For a first attempt, it's good. Like, keep in mind, like, Lambaro is definitely pretty high up on the ladder. So it's no big deal to lose to him at all. All right. So have you had like similar things from other players, like similar strategies?
Yeah, but not so intense.
Yeah, no.
That were many drops. I
Uh-huh.
play against 2 to 4 drops, I think, and that I can handle. But that was, yeah, really stressing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that is like playing Roach Hydra against Terran. I would say that is like the biggest thing to learn to play against, because your army is not as mobile and you don't have Mutalisk to kill
Yeah,
the
yeah.
medevacs. But there's a couple things we can do to make that a little bit easier. So we can have a look at it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so very stressful kind of games. It does get a lot easier though if you play against it a little bit more. So hopefully we can play another one against Lombaro, just to be annoying.
Yeah, thanks for that.
All right. So yeah. So I guess the main thing to look at in this game. Oh, let's first very quickly talk about the build order. So
Yeah.
like I mentioned, spawning pool first. Definitely, or hatchery first rather. Sorry, is definitely the way to go. No real reason to not go for it. So yeah, just
Okay,
keep
why?
working at that. Sorry.
Only, yeah, why? Only with this Terran? Or,
Versus Terran, yes. Versus
yeah,
Protoss, it's too
okay.
risky. Versus Protoss, like cannon rush is a little bit hard to stop.
Okay. Okay.
And versus Zerg, you can as well, but then you have like 9 pools and stuff. They're pretty common. The one thing that the one thing that hatchery first is weak at is like 2 Rex rushes.
Yeah.
So you would make proxy 2 Rex over there, for example.
Yeah, this is the only strategy I can play with Terran.
Everyone can play that. My mother can play that.
Yeah.
But that's really the only thing that counters it. But I don't really see that build ever on the ladder. I don't know if you see it very often. If you notice like it's happening all the time, just go spawning pool first.
Yeah, okay.
But I think hatchery first is a calculated risk, you know? Like,
Okay. Against Reaper also?
Yes.
So if you go for Reaper or something like this?
yeah, so here's the thing about Reapers, right? Going for Reaper as a Terran player is standard if you go for 1 or 2. If you make more than 2, they're basically delaying their factory and therefore delaying everything else. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So if they're spending gas early on, they're either like delaying their factory or they're delaying their expansion because they got a second gas geyser that way, or you know, something like that. So in pretty much every single situation, you will see a Terran player go for 1 or 2 Reapers. If you see them go for any more, you can assume that everything else, like every other Terran strategy, is gonna be much delayed. So it's very, very seldom to actually see more than 2 Reapers. At least like it's very uncommon.
Okay.
So the thing about early game defense against Reapers is that you should be able to do it without losing a drone, okay? It's gonna be like requiring a lot of fast clicking, and obviously, you know, you need to like micro pretty hard as well. But I don't think you actually need like spine crawlers.
Okay.
Only if they go for like more than like 3 or 4 Reapers, you will need a spine crawler. But other than that, it's just about like morphing in a quick like an extractor, or morphing in a spore crawler and then canceling it, or you know, positioning your queens a little different, or putting your Zerglings up to that little high ground so you know you can't jump up. And it's like little things like that. I think going for 2 spine crawlers is a little bit too expensive.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah. But that's just something to give a try.
Okay.
So a quick tip, by the way, if you're like having trouble like defending this sort of stuff without going for spines, is just don't go off creep. Like whenever you have Zerglings out, as soon as like he goes off creep with the Reaper, just stop chasing him.
Yeah, okay.
That's like the easiest way of learning it. I'll actually write that down as well. So early game Reaper defense, don't go off creep with Zerglings. Or Queens, obviously. So the idea obviously is that, you know, if he's a good Terran player, he will not die. He will not lose a Reaper to slow Zerglings.
Okay.
Alright. Oh man. We got some mean people in the chat. Hold on. Poof. I struck my banhammer. I used my banhammer, man. Nobody's here anymore. Cool. Later, Dark Kush. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Alright. So, that is the main thing, okay? So, early on, hatchery first. And then go for, like, Reaper defense without really losing any drones. It's just going to require a lot of practice, but it's all good.
How much drones would be okay to lose against
0.
Reaper?
No,
Yeah,
0.
okay.
We can't lose a single one. At the very most, lose like 1 drone, okay? Like 1.
Yeah.
1 per Reaper, I would say. But like ideally, you don't have to lose anything.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So the main thing, right? These things are not very important. I just talked about it, but it's not very important.
Yeah, but interesting.
it will like make it a little bit easier early on. It's just going to require practice. So the main thing to talk about, right? And I honestly feel like that would have helped you out the most. So let's just go to the point where you first start dropping. And that is like Overlord placement. Because basically, like he was dropping you all the time, right? But we didn't really know where he was coming from.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's a pretty easy fix. It's just a matter of looking at the minimap. So here we go, right? Here the first meta effect comes in.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, shit, what do I do now? There's even like 2 hero marines. All right. So if you look at your vision right now in the game, like if you double click 1, you don't really know that anything is happening, right? Like you don't really see any of these units move out. Like we got very good Overlord spread over there. But we obviously are missing something like on this side of the map.
Yeah, okay.
So in Zerg vs Terran, especially if you play Roach Hydra, the most difficult thing is to position your Overlord in a place where drops could come from. So obviously besides these ones that you put right there close to his base,
Yeah.
you want to try and have like every one of those Overlords that is hanging in your main, like somewhere we can see that the drop is happening.
Okay.
So let's say, well, let's just wait for the pings to be gone. So let's say like let's say we would have seen this meta effect, right? You could have just positioned a couple of roaches at the third base and then a couple of roaches at the main base, and you would have been like okay in every moment. Instead,
Yeah.
like we're not seeing it until he's already dropping, and then you're like, well, shit, what do I do now, right?
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. So just knowing that it's coming will allow you to, you know, prepare in advance.
Oh, nice. 8 workers killed. Okay. How often do you look on the minimap?
You want to look at the minimap as often as you can. Like there's no like given answer to it. But whenever you're like macroing or you're like trying to, you know, do anything that doesn't really require your attention in the middle of the screen,
Yeah.
just look at the bottom left corner. And at some point, like at some point, you'll be able to just spot them really quickly. And that's gonna help you out a lot in the other matchups as well, obviously. Just Zerg versus Zerg is not really that interesting. But yeah, so that's just something to work on. So Overlord positioning, like, try and put every Overlord somewhere you can see drops come in.
Okay.
That's basically it. So these are, yeah, the third base timing. We looked at that. Tech into Hive, you actually got a good timing at that as well. Oh, and then one thing. if you see that he's committing a lot, right? Like up to this point, I don't think you needed to lose any drones just by seeing it come in. But if you notice like your opponent is dropping you all game long, right? And he's just being really, really annoying.
Yeah.
What you can do is just put a couple of roaches that are not on a hotkey in every base. So just put one right there, and just put a couple right there, and a couple right there. And then also maybe add a spine crawler and a spore crawler, and just go from there.
Okay.
And just like, you know, just don't put them on a hotkey. Never use the select all army hotkey, and just go from there.
Okay.
That's only if he's gonna be dropping you non-stop, obviously. The idea behind that is that if you have like, now if he has like 10 supply worth in a medevac, you can leave a couple of roaches behind as well for defense.
Yeah. Okay.
So you won't lose out too much because he's already moving or losing out on his army as well. So that's the main thing. I'm gonna actually, well, we don't really need to look at this one anymore. I'm gonna ask Glamboro to just play a very similar strategy here. And the goal for the game that we'll play then is to try and have Overlords spread out everywhere so we can see where they're coming from. And then, you know, if he starts to be really annoying, we can put down some static defense.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna, you know, basically practice the same thing, but we'll pretend we don't know. Alright. Do you want to play the same map?
Yeah. Why not?
Cool. This is gonna be really annoying for you, but hey.
Yeah, it's okay. I think at any time I will meet these Terran players, so I have to handle them.
Yeah. Yeah, Lambaro is definitely pretty high up on the ladder though, not gonna lie. I had him practice a couple games versus people and he's pretty good.
Okay.
Alright. Let's go. If you have any questions, by the way, just let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Mendoza's asked, can a decent Zerg player answer me something? If some Terran punk is holed up behind siege tanks that wreck all mains and Zerglings, is there a way to wreck him apart from Mutalisk? Well, you got Swarm Hosts, technically, and you got Brute Lords. But, yeah. If a Terran is turtling, my go-to strategy is just to never allow him to take another base, and just take the entire map myself. Just wait for him to try and move out and then crush him. That's like the best way to go, to be honest. Just make sure he doesn't have a hidden base, I suppose. But alright. So yeah, you should already, like at this point in the game, try and decide where you're gonna put Overlords. And it's basically everywhere.
Okay.
Alright. So Grandmaster level easy so far. So the idea behind the hatchery first, by the way, I don't go over that, is that the 4 queens come out slightly earlier.
Yeah, okay.
Makes it a bit easier to inject. Alright, so we're gonna have to micro here. Very good, and just make an extractor first if you can, if you have the time. Extractors are the best. Oh! Oh! Yeah! Perfect! And just send them back to mining. Very good. Overlord, don't forget about the Overlord. This is the one I always forget.
Okay. Now I'm at 2.
And then cancel the buildings. Yeah, it's all fine though. Oh no!
Ah!
Cancel is fine, cancel is fine.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's okay. There we are. But yeah, you get the idea. So we just got the buildings a little early, no big deal. And then go for the second gas as well, I suppose. Well, we already got 1 gas geyser. Yep. You were thinking ahead, I like it. Very good. So just go back into the pattern. So yeah, that's just gonna require a little bit of practice. But it is what it is. Okay, try and figure out what's going on. And keep in mind the overlords, right?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so just try, whenever you make an overlord, try and like put it in a position where it's going to be useful right away. Doesn't have to be on the outskirts, it can also be like more out on the map, I suppose, but yeah, just like a place. Oh wow, we see the same strategy. Good. Alright. More drones. And then once you hit max saturation, you can go for the 3rd base. Okay, I think we could have a little bit more vision on the left side of the map, but that's just something to keep in mind. I just sent the queens over as well. To the 3rd base. Yeah, exactly. Okay, roach speed. Good. Alright, so right now you're basically just trying to look at the minimap as often as you can. And exactly, position your army somewhere that's going to be a little bit more useful. Wow. He literally just got in there. Should be okay though. Oh, we got a lot of minerals and gas here. Sorry, I thought we actually were making roaches. Just try and run them away, yeah. Get the queens. Okay, very good. You have pretty good crisis management. Like, most people freak out. That's very nice, actually. You stay very calm.
Yeah, like the last time I said nothing, but inside me I freak out.
Oh, it's looking very good. Alright, so 3rd base, couple overlords, and back to roaches. So whenever you can, right? Try and keep an eye out on the minimap. Maybe even go for overlord speed if you want to. Okay, queen injects. And back to roaches. We're a little bit low on the army we got. So yeah, ideally we would have hit 100 to supply right now, but...
Yeah.
If we don't see anything, obviously we just go for the timing attack. Okay, let's go for the 3rd. We want to try and see if we can cancel his 3rd base. Because he's already going and getting it up and mining, so let's start moving.
Okay.
And then while we move out, try and go for drones at the third base. There we go. Oh, I bring an overseer. Looks like he has... Very good. Okay. So +2/+2 and drones. Okay. Oh, you just lost half of your roaches. The roaches were a move command towards his
Yeah,
bio.
great.
He just picked them off and I don't think they did anything. But fair enough. We can go for a second timing attack at +2/+2. I like your army positioning a lot better this game. So instead of like having them all clumped up at one big place, you like have a couple in every base. Much safer. Very good. You do want to have some vision of him moving out as well though, but yeah. We're definitely low on drones. We need way more. Way more. Poof. Yep. 14 sounds about right. And then there's also a gas geyser in the main base. Yeah, cool. And I would say right around right now you can start teching up to a hive. Okay.
Okay.
So get the queens. Yeah, get queens right there. And just use those to right click on the medevac. If you kill the medevac, it's easy. There you go. Much better. Okay. So leave a couple of roaches at the mineral line at the third base as well. May as well. There we go. Cool. Not that we're gonna keep them there, but just, you know, in the meantime, there's no reason not to. Okay. Can go up to a hive right now as well. And we need a couple more drones, yeah.
Shall I saturate the gas geysers?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Because you're making the drones already. So you're almost done with 2-2, so it's once again time to get moving. Grab everything. Oh. You have so much army just sitting around in the bases. Yeah, so this is the point where we needed something to, you know, see if he was moving out. We had an Overlord there, but I think it moved. I didn't notice it myself either. Yeah, so we lost a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah.
We can just GG out and just go from there. Just make it a little bit easier on ourselves, you know. But that was at the very least the improvement, you know. The goal of the game was to try and not lose 2 drops, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, okay.
One step at a time. Yeah, we can just have a real quick like look
Yeah.
at the replay.
The problem is I set the camera hotkeys F1, F2, F3, but I don't use them. Very good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that I come quick to the drop and send my roaches to it.
Yes.
So I panic and scroll the minimap.
You
So
seem
what
very
the heck
calm.
is doing? What the heck is doing? Okay. Yeah. Everything's dead. Chill. Yeah. But that's probably because they are new. So I don't use them often. I try to use them since last week. So yeah. I only use the spacebar to jump between my hatches.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I would, yeah, try and use the camera hotkeys. It's faster.
Yeah.
If you hit F1, you know, you can have one selected. Like, let's say 1 is your army hotkey. You can have one selected and hit F1, and your army is still selected, what makes it a little bit easier to move in between. Anyway, I'm just going towards the end of the game to see what went wrong. Alright, yeah, so Overlord positioning in this game, much better. The macro did slip a little bit because of it, but that's okay. Yeah. I think you would have been able to do a lot more damage with your first push, but we were just very low on supply, you know.
Yeah, let us see the first push. I don't get him. I sent the roaches, and you said they are all dead, and I what?
Yeah, you went over there and they were already gone. But just to show right here, at this point we could have like pushed out with 110 supply, right? Like
yeah,
so
it's a little bit.
Yeah, so that's just you know, you are aware of that as well. So whatever happens, we could have had a lot more stuff.
Yeah. Is it 110 supply if I go for a early third hatch too?
Well spotted actually. It would be slightly less. I was thinking about it. I was like, I'll just not say anything because he won't notice. But you're right. It would be slightly less. All right. I think you lose a bunch of these. Yeah, but it's just not a very big army. But I think, you know, you should be able to hit 100 supply by 10 minutes. And right now, you know, we're 100 supply at 11.5. That's just, you know, not really what we're looking for.
Only 11 roaches. That's not very much.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a couple of these die as well.
Game resumed.
Oh, it's not actually, it's just a couple that want to die. Well, it's 4.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's just too bad.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, we missed something to see if he's moving out. So I tried pointing it out, but basically, you would want to have like an Overlord or a Zergling like somewhere over there to see if he's moving, you know?
Okay.
Because right now he all of a sudden popped at your front door and you were like, well shit, what do I do now? So he's gonna move across the map very shortly. Oh, I did it again. I'm breaking his computer. I don't want to break his computer. Yeah, so right now we would want to know that he's moving out, right? And we don't see it until he's already on your side of the map.
Yeah, okay.
And I think, like, if we look at units, yeah, you would have actually had enough units to defend this. Because 2-2 was almost finished as well, so you would have had about 32 roaches against 30 marines and 11 marauders. So you would have had plenty to do with that, actually.
Okay.
And then after winning the fight, you could obviously go back. Yeah, look, you got actually a big army. It's just that a lot of the army is just, you know, hanging around in every base. So I really like the fact that you're positioning the units in the mineral lines. That's very good. We just need to be able to pull them back in time as well, you know? Like when we see them move out.
Damn beer drinking roaches.
What, sorry?
Yeah, they are drinking beer. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Here. And here. You said they are chilling, yeah.
Yeah. They're just having a good time there, man. Looking at this proto ship or whatever it is. What is this map even? Is it like a proto ship? It kind of does look like it.
Don't know. Seems like that.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, so that's basically it. Oh man, people in the chat are trying to discuss where you're from.
I thought it was obvious.
Yeah, it's still Germany, right?
Yeah.
Last time people asked if you were TLO, and this time people are discussing where you're from. Well,
kind of crazy.
Alright, so just for practice sake, we'll try a different map. I win. Cool, man. So, solid improvements so far. Even though we aren't winning games, it's going better. Okay, so for this one, let's just focus really hard on the macro and then also the Overlord positioning. So that includes the Overlords in the dead space and then also Overlords obviously close to his base so we can see him move out. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we ready? Well, actually, I should ask him. Alright. Let's do this. Let's wreck a Terran, okay?
Let's try to.
The pressure is on. It's all good now. Is this Platinum or Silver League coaching? It is actually Platinum League coaching. Last time we did coaching was Silver. Christoph made some good improvements.
But feels like silver at the moment.
Well, you're playing against someone who is like a league up, you know, so it's fine. No worries. We could try play against someone else if you like to, but
No,
it's good practice.
It's fine. He
Okay.
does his job.
Yeah. If you win every game, it's kind of silly as well. So already, like, think about your next Overlord, right? Like, where are you gonna put it?
Yeah, okay.
There's all kinds of places you can put Overlords on this map. Yeah, I think you can set one out a little bit further up. Yeah, you can send it out further. But fair enough.
Okay.
There we go. Like, the further away, the more time you have to respond, obviously. So he's just gonna be annoying again with Reapers. At least I think he is.
No!
Oh no, that's too big of a loss. We definitely can't do that.
Okay.
Try and not do that ever. Okay. So we're a little bit low on supply again. Yeah. We just lost a little bit. Oh, actually, we're adding a slot. Oh, the supply block is painful as well.
Yeah.
I was trying to say a little bit less, but...
No, it's okay.
But yeah, I don't think you need the super early spine crawler. I know you can get away without it.
Okay.
It's just hurting quite a lot with the amount of drones you can make afterwards, especially if you go 4 queens, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we could add another Overlord in the bottom left corner of the map. Like the next Overlord would be good over there.
In the left corner?
Like bottom left somewhere. Just so we can see Overlords move, or like dropships come in from every angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he's flying there.
Oh, I didn't actually see it. Maybe he did. Yeah, so we're a little bit lower on drones than we ideally would want it at this point, right? Like we would have been maxed out. But yeah, just try and follow it up to the best you can. Very good priority. And let's start up the roaches. Nice. Oh, well, we have queens. We should be good here. Okay, replace a couple of drones and then back to roaches. Yeah, you see how we took the third and the fourth gas a little early?
Yeah.
Right now we can't really take the third yet, which is fair enough. So don't forget about something to scout out if he is moving out. Either like, yeah, something over there, or like something at the watchtower, or at least like something to see that he's moving. Okay, it's a whole lot better so far. Let's make a third base while we're moving out, okay?
Okay.
Nice, good. So if he would drop the main, we are fully aware of it. Alright, let's get with the army, let's get going. We're a little late.
Okay.
Okay, good. Queens, fuck off. Alright, +2/+2 Hydra then. Oh, sorry. I hit my microphone. And let's go for the third. So keep moving with the army though. Alright, we're watching the minimap? Were we watching the minimap?
Yeah, I don't see nothing.
No, do we see it now? Do we see it?
Huh? Ah, okay. Yeah, we see it.
Okay, move the queens. Just grab all the queens, send them to the main base. Transfuse, if you can. Very good. Okay, a couple reinforcing roaches. Transfuse, transfuse. Oh.
Ah.
Oh man, we could make so many roaches. Alright, fair enough. Well, you have killed his third base in the meantime, but... Okay, just go for the natural. Okay, just remake the queens, just make 3 queens. And look back at your army, because we don't know what's happening there. Your main army? Okay, just send them back, just send them back home. No need to sacrifice them. Alright, so fair enough, that went a little better. Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't lose any drones, which is the main part, okay? You want to try and drone up the third base. Oh shit, we didn't get a third base. Sorry, I thought we did.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
One.
I just said drone up the third base, but there's no third base. Alright. Well, just make a bunch of drones then and try and go for the third base right around right now.
Oh, really?
One marine. Okay, so if you can, try and put something in the middle of the map. Alright, did we see the watchtower? Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Get everything, get everything. Ooh, this is the only time you can use the control, like the all army hotkey. Just click the button. We're gonna lose the third.
Okay.
No! Oh man, we had so much time. Yeah, in that situation, you can definitely click the O button, you know, like the select all army button.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a third, so he's pretty much all in, though. I guess we are as well, but... Okay, nice. Reinforce with more army. Well, we don't have a third either, that's the main problem. Usually we take the third to the left here, by the way. Oh well. Alright, let's retake the third base.
Yeah. Oh man.
The stress. Upgrades are so powerful though.
So much queens. Okay.
This is better than nothing. Yeah, so you see where he took the third base? That's usually where he would take yours as well. Oh, well, nice of him. He didn't need to do that. I'll be very careful moving up the ramp. Especially when you're flooding a lot of minerals. Yeah, that's much smarter. No, let's not. Let's just go home. Alright, so leave something at the watchtower though. Like, we want to know if he's moving. He didn't want to go there. Okay. Overlords. And let's get a macro hatchery as well. And start teching up towards Hydralisk and whatnot. I don't know if you have the upgrades.
No.
Yeah, just start them up. Okay. Did we see the minimap?
Yeah.
Very good. Get the army. Quick, quick, quick. No, he's got... Oh, yeah, good. Well spotted. They moved too slow to be a medevac. Very nice. Wow, 3 units. Alright, get some Hydras. And I'll start droning up. Very nice. Okay, we can start moving towards his base, I think. Try and, like, see if you can move out. Oh, well, no, let's not. Okay, so split up the army. Split up the army. He's likely gonna drop something at the third as well.
Okay.
So, like, split up in advance. Very good. Exactly. And now don't use a hotkey. Okay. So you see what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
This is good, this is good. Just attack here, yeah. I don't know if you have enough in the main though. Don't move too much, don't move too much, yeah, okay. I feel your struggle.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so he just macroed a little bit better here.
Yeah.
And he's got the third base as well. Alright, so fair enough. You hung on for a very long time, and it's definitely good progress. You know, definitely good progress. Just keep in mind, like, this guy is a full league up, pretty much, right? Like, you're just getting Platinum League, this guy's high Platinum, so it's definitely not a shameful loss. And, like, compared to the first game we played, this game went so much better. As far as multitasking goes. He's just controlling a lot more at 2 places at once, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, he says it as well, much better this time. So even though we didn't win games, like basically every game we set out an objective to achieve, and we achieved it every single time. It's just a matter of practicing it right now on the actual ladder as well, and see see how that goes instead. I don't know, did you feel like it was going a little bit better here as well, or are you thinking it's like a tough one?
No, what? Like multitasking. I was writing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, much better, not, but better than the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the part I can't. Naja, if I had the Hydras, I killed his army. So
Yeah.
yeah. When do I make the Hydra dent? At 11 minutes or?
Yeah, I don't know if there's like one specific timing on it, but
Okay.
what you were doing in this game for timing on it is pretty good. I think it would be right when you move out and you start getting the third base and joining that one up and whatnot. Yeah, what you've been doing in these games it was actually a solid timing. It's just that like when you know these couple fights happened, we had a big bank to bank it up, and the army just wasn't really that big enough to beat it, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think if you practice this a bunch of times, you'll have a much easier time. Yeah, it's just gonna be a matter of practicing. Keep in mind, like this is the most annoying strategy Terran will play. If they'll let you sit back in macro, you'll have a much easier time, which will be like half of the games, and the other half, it will be like more annoying Terran strategies, I suppose.
Okay.
Anyway, do you have any questions yourself? Not very questiony today.
No. Is it for all games versus Terran that they got more economy, or is it my late third base timing?
Sorry, what? Once again?
Their economy. Is it? I see the graphs. In the
replay.
Right. And he got up to minute 6. More economy than me. Is it through my late third base timing or his what it's called?
Yeah, he had a quick command center.
Yeah.
It was due to 2 things, I think. Yeah, first off, the third was pretty late, so that's why you see he's gonna be ahead most of the game.
Yeah.
Usually you will be able to drone up the third until like 70 workers, which would make you like a much bigger economy. Then you will be able to make a lot more army. So definitely the late third. But early on we were also a little bit low in supply. Like at 6 minutes you were at 36 supply, and usually we hit that at 5 minutes. So that was just a little bit off macro, I suppose.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like both a combination of super late third and never, like we had the third, but we never really droned it up until like super late, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely the main thing. And then early on we, you know, lost a couple things as well.
Okay. Lambaro is asking if we play more games or that's it for today.
We can play one last one. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Just to see how that goes. I want to try and have you win at least one game. Is there anything else you would like to practice, or do you just want to keep on going with the same thing?
Yeah, you think that Speedling and Bane is better against this? So I'm more mobile.
Yeah, that's the advantage, right? The disadvantage is that it's much harder macro-wise because you literally cannot miss a single queen inject. Like if you miss a queen inject, you'll not have enough larvae and you'll start flooding very soon. So I think it's better to practice one build instead and like focus on this. And like nail this one down, because like as long as you think like you did it perfect, then obviously you can switch up the builds a little bit. But I think it's better to just stick with one thing and like do that really well, and then go ahead to other strategies.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would advise going with the same thing and just like, you know, working with a plan and then trying out different things once you got this one nailed down a little bit better. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just play one last one on. I don't know. Do you have any maps you want to play?
No. Choose one.
All right. Let's do Coda again. Yeah, so usually you would do, by the way, on this map, you saw where he took the third base. You know, you saw where he like took the third?
Yeah.
Usually that's where you take the third as well, so you like take it, not in the middle side of the map, but more towards the outside, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, that's just this map, it's a little bit easier to defend. Yeah, so last game was much better. Definitely much better. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Born ready, dying ready.
Die with the swarm, live with the swarm, right? Like spread love and spread creep. What's up, William? What's up to Pick a Peak? Thank you for joining the stream.
Ah, damn. Messed it up.
It's no big deal. Just 10 Overlord.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, no big deal. Mental victory, man. Don't give him the mental victory. we wanna just stick in it. Or stick at it. Okay. The little Overlord jiggle there. Okay, and then we would go for like a 17 Overlord. Or 16. So you know where the Reaper is likely gonna come from. Just a good thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
I think you can put these Overlords a little bit further out, by the way. Like, put your first Overlord you create further across the map and the other one's a little bit closer. It's a bit safer.
Okay. I don't know exactly what you mean.
So basically, you know the Overlord that just spawned?
Yeah.
This guy? I don't know if you can see the ping. No, I don't think you
Nope.
can.
I can't.
But the Overlord that just spawned,
Yeah.
obviously that one will have the most time to get across the map. So
Yeah.
instead of like putting it close to your main base, I would probably put it a little bit further away from your main
Okay.
base.
Yeah.
And then put like the ones later on closer.
Yeah.
Just a, you know, minor thing, but it should make it a little bit safer.
Yeah.
Game resumed. Our drones are under attack.
Oh, he misclicked. Alright, fair enough. And just don't chase him off creep. There we go, very good. Oh, don't give him a free drone either. Well, the YOLO drone. Okay, drone, drone, drone. Good. And queen, queen. Well, almost. Okay, I'm back to droning. So ideally we would have hit 36 supply here, no big deal, but yeah, just want to point it out. Okay, want to go for the double evos? So much better on the overlords already, I like that. Or double evo, sorry, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, get the Zerglings in the main and queen injects and then drones. Okay, don't slack on the queen injects. We don't need to win, we don't need to lose them. Very good. And a big round of drones. Oh, we did make an overlord. Did we lose one? Oh man, that sucks. Alright. No big deal. Just saturate the gases and maybe go for a faster third base instead. Because this is going to be a long supply block. I would probably just go for a faster third. So it's to the right. No, the other one. The other one. That one. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay, and now big rounds of drones. We need a lot of drones from here on out. Very good. We need more in the main as well, yeah. Much better here. Okay. So you see the overlord? Okay, there's something across the map right now. I would make roaches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Couple roaches and roach speed. And obviously overlords. Well, at least three roaches is enough. Well, that works. Nice. Very good. Okay, queen injects. Great. And now big round of roaches. We should be able to make lots. Okay, more overlord spawning right now, so you can. Yeah, very good. So at these sort of moments, like, you can look at the minimaps. You see what I mean? Like, if you're making roaches, you don't really need to look anywhere else.
Okay.
Okay. So we're a couple supply off, but all fine. So let's wait for these roaches to spawn. Or actually, we can make a couple more. Because roach speed is not done yet. And then while we're moving out, you want to try and go for a couple drones at the third base.
Okay.
So obviously this push right here should be much stronger than the ones previously. Okay, let's go. Oh well, there's something in the main. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, you can drone behind it though. Okay, and now move. Instantly counterattack. So his push will, or his army will be smaller now, so it's no big deal. You can make a lot of drones behind.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no big deal. Just go for drones next. And drone up the third. Just put the rally point at the third. And then look at the army. You can macro in the meantime. Okay. He's going so marauder heavy already for no reason. Alright, drone up behind though. We definitely need the drones here. And start up +2/+2 as well if you can. Very good. Oh, we didn't start +2 armor, but... So don't take unnecessary risk. Like, if you're not sure about the attack, just go back. Okay. You got the third right now, so it's all good. Okay, want to start the Hydra then? So right now you're going to be able to have a bigger economy, right? It's very good.
Wait a minute. Kapow!
Wreckage, thank you very much for hitting that sub button, man. Welcome. Kapow. Appreciate that. Alright. So try and keep an eye out on his third base, see if he's taking it. Like, you have one Overlord pretty close. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And we can add a couple more drones though. We need more drones here. In Zerg vs Terran you can get a full saturation on that base. Very good. Ugh. Alright, just remake any drones you lose. That's fine. Very good. And we can start up the Hydras as well.
Okay. When should I cancel
Sorry?
his third?
You will want to move out when 2-2 finishes. So that's pretty much right now. So we have more army though. Take the entire army. Yeah. I think we have more. Oh well. Don't. Oh my god. That's so risky. That's so risky. You don't have to move up the ramp. But anyway. We have more armies killing around as well. Very good. Yeah. If you can, just let him go like on creep. But you got greedy. just follow him home. Just go home. Just follow him home.
Okay.
Okay, queen ejects. And start tacking up towards the hive. Okay, bring everything, yeah. Okay, we can also start adding on some Hydras, I think. Okay, yeah. Got a lot of reinforcing incoming, so it's fine. Alright, so look at the bank, try and like get that down. Do whatever, like it doesn't really matter what. Just focus a lot on the queen injects and like spending the minerals. Okay. Yeah, so I think we could have pushed at the third there, but it's okay. Ooh. Alright, fair enough. Lombaro is playing really well as well. Okay, wanna go up to a hive? And we can also start transitioning towards the third base, or fourth base rather. I think he would have won against most people in low platinum for sure. Like, he's not really missing a beat either. Okay, yeah. So in Zerg vs Terran, you can definitely go like half Hydra, half other units.
Okay.
Okay, reinforce with more army. Yeah, we could have killed the third base with the aggression, but we're a little bit later on things. Oh well. You should be able to still clean this up, but... So, whenever you are at Hive, just start mixing in what's it called? Vipers as well.
Yeah.
And we're gonna use Blinding Cloud for as much as possible. Now he's already gonna have a big economy as well, so it's gonna be a little bit hard. But with a good Blinding Cloud, you can still take a very good fight. So definitely start like 3 or so of them. Yeah, he's just gonna keep on attacking.
Okay.
I guess this is a little bit too much, but fair enough.
Attack drone.
Get him! You have +2 armor, come on. I understand the frustration though, because it's pretty tough.
Oh, man.
Okay. I don't know how long they've been standing there, but yeah. Oh well. At least we know what we have to work on, right? I hope at least. I hope I try making that clear. Yeah, you see what's going on, or like what's going well and what isn't?
Yeah, he killed my Viper.
GG. Alright, so too bad we didn't win any of the games, but that's what we get for playing against tough people.
Yeah, it's okay.
At least you don't really mind that. So, yeah, it's honestly just a matter of practice. I don't really know exactly. It's not one thing, you know, which is it's a good sign, because there's many little things to be working on. But yeah, definitely just stick to it and give it a good try and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm expecting for I think the next one. Wait, did we already schedule a third one? I believe we did, right?
Sorry, what?
Did we schedule a third coaching lesson as well?
Yeah, we will.
Oh, okay, we will. Sorry, did we? I thought we already did, but it's my bad.
No, that's the second one.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, yeah, just contact me anytime there. That works. Nah, sorry, I was thinking we already did like one for in a couple weeks from now, but fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as always, you know, same thing as last time. Just let me know if you run into anything. And
yeah, I run into drops.
well, you actually, well, let's be honest. Like, you didn't actually die to any drops at the end there. Like, drops was not the issue.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I had to put more Hydras in my composition. There were too much drones for the Marauders.
Yeah.
So many Marauders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your opponent actually started making Marauders super early on in the game too, for no reason. most Terran players would make Marines, so he just started with them really early on. But I agree, like Hydras would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
And just just general macro stuff. He just macroed a little bit better. That's also a main thing.
Yeah, but now the resource graphs are not this far away from each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit better.
Yeah,
It's just
army
gradual
supply,
improvements.
Yeah.
Yeah, so army
Yeah.
value, you can see where macro kicks in.
Yeah, this thing on the ramp was pretty silly.
Yeah. As far as like engagements go, we haven't really gone into that. Basically, you want to try and set up like an arc, you know? If you can, like try and set up like a big concave to make him like attack into, so all of your roaches immediately fight. Do you know what I mean?
No. What do you mean with arc? I know what his arc is, but how I put my roaches in this? So I surround him?
Yeah, that's basically what you're trying to do. For example, you know that fight at the ramp right there where you moved up the ramp?
Yeah.
You could have like sent up half of your roaches farther to the right and then half of your roaches to the left, something like that. And then once you move down the ramp, you could like attack. And at that point, like all of your roaches would immediately start pushing.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like they would be spread out a lot more.
Yeah. And the advantage is?
The advantage is that they like all start firing at the same time. So
Okay.
you get a lot more shots in usually.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, patience is a good thing. Instead of like, Terran, go kill.
Yeah. My drones messed up this game, I think.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
It's just practice, dude. And you know, like we mainly worked on the drops and defending all of that, and you absolutely nailed that. It's just tying it all into your usual playstyle. Because in the replay we watched, you did hit the perfect supply count, right? But over here it was a little bit harder. It's just practice.
Yeah, it's because I changed the build order, so it wasn't automatically. So we go hedge first and not pool first. If I go pool first, it's like, okay, pressing the button, and now I have to, okay, what I'm doing next? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
this button. Yeah, it's like practicing.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly what you mean. Like it's harder to get in that rhythm, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, over time it just gets easier. You've noticed that last time as well, right? So
Yeah.
But that's all good. It's good problems to have, out of everything you could have found. It's one of the better problems, I suppose, to have.
Okay.
And I guess multitasking, like you had some trouble like attacking and defending at the same time. I guess you can try and set up different hotkeys and just tap between hotkey 1 and hotkey 2. So for example, your defending army is hotkey 2 and your attacking army is hotkey 1, and you can like double tap between the two. So
yeah, I did it in the second game or so.
Okay, well, fair enough, yeah. But it's just something to keep in mind, I suppose.
Yeah, and practicing the camera hotkeys. Maybe
Yeah, that too. Although I didn't really notice that, to be honest. You seem to be just fine with that as well, but yeah.
Yeah, if I'm in this situation, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing all the time anything of stuff. If I'm watching me in this situation, I think, what the heck? Why I'm doing nothing? So it's like slow-mo or something like this.
It's like your brain arm is moving faster than your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly what you mean. It's honestly, man, I know I keep repeating it, but it's just a matter of practice. Over time, it gets so much easier.
Yeah. And get more APM comes with better multitasking and practice, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Are you spamming APM at the beginning?
Maybe. I am for the most part early on, yes. Later on in the game, I'm not really.
Yeah. Is it necessary? I heard from day 9 and some guys it's to warm up my fingers, but yeah, I don't get that point.
Yeah, it's a little bit warming up. I think it's mostly a mindset sort of thing. So basically, if you're like spamming early game, you will notice later on in the game, like, hey, shit, I'm playing much slower right now.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like if you have
Yeah.
150 APM early on, 80 APM feels very slow later. So it's like sort of like a mindset thing where you have to keep on moving your, your hands and try and keep going faster.
Okay.
And yeah, warming up your hands. I don't know. I think it's mostly an excuse to just spam early on and have some fun with clicking a lot of times.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think
I
there's
will
a
do it too.
yeah. Well, you can give it a try. Just one thing I've noticed, like a couple people that do that. I had it myself as well. When you start spamming or when you try and spam a lot of keys, don't go into like panic mode. Because some people play like they're constantly like in panic mode, you know? You just
Okay.
like spam a lot of keys, like press a lot of buttons, but stay calm.
Okay.
That's very important. Like playing calm is very, very important. Calm and fast is possible.
Calm and fast, yeah.
Although you seem to be very calm while like defending like Hellion runways and whatnot, you were yeah, doing that just fine.
Yeah, that's okay. Hellions and Reaper in the first part of the game, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when the drop's coming, phew, yeah.
It's just a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'm kinda calm, but I'm very stressed, I think. After that game, I'm like, phew, okay, I
Yeah.
won half an hour or something like that.
And then this loco idiot makes you play another and another and another.
No, it was a good practice.
I played like 5 games in a row or something like that. Like, oh well, man. Let me know how it goes, okay? And if you run into anything,
Yeah.
just contact me. That's totally fine.
Okay, thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Are you okay, by the way, if I upload this to YouTube?
Yeah, no problem. Asphalt Junge will be appreciated.
Asphalt Junge. All right, man. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'll talk
Yeah,
to you
thank
later.
you. And bye.
Bye.